I want to welcome you back to BLACKSITE. We're going to talk about the Kamala Harris campaign. Black staffers saying that they were discriminated against. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Kamala Harris campaign is still under fire, this time by black staffers, 30 of them, who went to the New York Times, who was basically set up by Angela Rye, saying that they were discriminated against. What they told the campaign, what they should do and possibly do to get the black and Latino vote up. Basically, the Kamala Harris campaign told them to go sit down or go sit in the corner. They said the office in Philadelphia was dirty, didn't have any resources, didn't have any water, didn't have anything for them to go out and bring in the vote that they much needed in Pennsylvania. They said most of the money went to big campaign donors, not donors, but campaign guys who put on the ads during the campaign. And they were shocked that Kamala Harris did not listen to her black staffers. But you have to understand this. Kamala Harris is not black. She's an Indian. Always remember that. She is the top Indian, what we would call on the curve of Indians. They don't like black people. And that's what y'all fail to understand. She looks down on black people. This is why she ran a campaign where she only brought out stars. She believed the best way to bring black people to vote is to bring in Oprah, Beyonce, Cardi B, and the rest of the boule elites, instead of getting her hands dirty. So she disrespected her black staffers, which I'm not shocked. We told you she was cosplaying being black, but you sat there and played the role with Kamala Harris, watching her treat you like trash, just so you could possibly get her in office and possibly get a job at the White House. She could care less. And Democrats during this campaign showed you their true racism, how they feel about you, how they feel that they own your vote, and they believe that you should be out there voting for them every election. And those were white liberals who were treating you that way. It wasn't conservatives. It wasn't Trump supporters. It was Kamala Harris supporters, the left wing from California, the ultra left, who treated black people and her staff like they were second and third class citizens. So they goes to the New York Times and crying Angela Rye, who was her biggest supporter, is now complaining about how Kamala Harris ran her campaign. She wasn't one of us. I didn't expect anything but what she did during that campaign and how she treated her black staffers. She's a nasty woman. She has always been that way with her staff. She believes that she's better, but we found out during this campaign that this woman is worse. And for all those people who told us to go out and vote for this woman, and she treated her black staffers, not her white staffers, but you haven't heard them complain. You haven't heard them go to the New York Times, Fox News, Washington Post. It's the black staffers, because they believed that she could win. This is sad to watch, but this is what you get when you put your faith in somebody who doesn't really like you, who doesn't believe in you, used you as a vote and nothing more, doesn't want to be in the same room with you because she thinks she's better. and you had to find out the hard way. And Angela Rye had to find out. When is Sonny Huston and Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Reid, and the rest of them, that this woman could care less about ADOS or FBA? This is who she really was. If she would have listened to those black staffers who told her about the Get Out and Vote campaign for Philadelphia, Detroit, and other cities, she possibly could have won this election. But her arrogance of her staff members and the money that they stole during this campaign, it should be a huge audit for what happened in this campaign, in the way she treated her own. So I don't want to hear nothing from DL. Don't want to hear nothing from Ricky. Don't want to hear nothing from Steve Harvey, all her big supporters, because the truth is finally coming out. Especially Roland Martin, who would have supported her no matter what. But we see who she really is. And they're telling you in the background who this woman really is. A nasty individual, disrespectful individual. And this woman possibly could have became president of the United States. But she treated the black people just like in India they treat the bottom people the worst. She thinks she's above. See, this is what happens with some people who think they're really part of the team. You're not part of the team. And that's why you lost this election. And this is sad to hear from these staffers now that they're complaining. They should have been complaining 2 months ago when this was all going on. Maybe it could have forced her to go out and change her election, but she didn't. And she ended up losing to President Trump. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE. Hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button. I would love to hear your comment in the comment section about these black staffers talking about they were discriminated by the Kamala Harris campaign.